What's good YouTube, it's your boy Musa back with another video. Today's vlog, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the 5 reasons why I love the ketogenic diet. The first reason why I love the ketogenic diet is feeling. The way it makes your boy feel, bruh. I feel amazing. I feel like I'm on cloud 9. Just my mind, the energy, all that stuff, it just feel incredible. That's the best way to describe it. That's reason number 1. Feel amazing. Energy's on a high. Feel like I could do anything. That is reason number 1. Reason number 2 is because of appetite suppression, aka I do intermittent fasting and I feel like I'm never hungry. Like, it's not because I don't like food or I miss food. If you watch my videos, you know I love eating, but it's just on a ketogenic diet, because it's high in fat, pretty moderate protein, low in carbs, you're always satiated. You know, you can only eat so much fat. When you eat fat, you feel full fast. And when you include intermittent fasting, obviously once you get used to it, which I've been doing it for the last 6 years. I've been practicing intermittent fasting. Of course, I have on and off stages, but most of the year I do it pretty much. Keto, you just don't feel hungry. Like, I normally try to break my fast on the 16th hour to make it like 16 8-hour window to eat, but sometimes I go 18, sometimes I go 20, simply because I don't feel hungry, so I don't see the point in eating. And now that leads on to a reason number 3, which is I only have to eat 2 meals a day, which means I have a lot of time to go and do other stuff like my work, editing, go to the gym, spend time with the wife, them and stuff. When I was like high carb, moderate carb diet, you normally eating what, 3 to 6 meals a day. Like, that's the average bodybuilder planning it. You're eating 3 to 6 meals a day, which I just don't have the time or the energy for, to be eating every 2-3 hours. Gotta get that protein in, like, you know, get at least 30-40 grams of protein per meal. It's long for me, like, just the life that I live. I'm always on the work, computer, editing, you know, stuff like that. I don't want to be eating 3 to 6 meals a day. So now having to only eat 2 meals a day, obviously when I break my fast and before my fast starts again, I'll eat my second meal. It's working wonders for me. It's perfect. I love it. And that then leads on to my next point, the reason why I love keto. Reason number 4 is keto is quick, bruv. The meal prepping is fast. I can make everything fresh and it takes me maximum, I don't know what meal, I don't care what meal it is, maximum 30 minutes. It don't matter what meal. I'm not fancy, by the way, like, you know, these ones that make cakes, keto pizza, all that. I'm not about that life. Not yet anyways. Maybe when I get deeper into it and I want to, you know, make things exciting and stuff, then I'll probably try those meals out. But for the most part, I keep it very simple. We look for a protein source with higher fat, so chicken, steak, salmon, mackerel, you know, keep it there. And add my veggies, make sure I get a lot of greens in, you know, the broccoli stems, asparagus, pretty much what I ate today, asparagus, bit of onion in there. You can add a bit of bell pepper in there if you want a bit more volume, you know, to make it look like a lot. That's what I normally typically go for. Or I'll go, eggs is a staple, but some days I like to go without it. So 5 out of the 7 days a week, I will eat my eggs for the first meal. Eggs with, again, some type of protein, with like an avocado on the side to get the fats in, and a bulletproof coffee, you know, cream coffee. I'll have that as the first meal, and that will hold me for another 4, 5, 6 hours. I won't be hungry anymore. So that's the 4th point. I love it. Meals are fast, quick and easy to make, and no stress. It's amazing. I love it. Don't have to be in the kitchen for way too long. You know, that Sunday prep, let's prep meals. I don't have to do that. I just, when I'm hungry, boom, go in the kitchen, bam, 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 eat, done deal, keep it moving. Them things there. And the final reason, it's not really the final reason, it's like overall, don't have to think about supplements to take, or, you know, like protein shakes and like high protein meals. I have to think about that kind of stuff, because if you eat your vegetables, which a lot of people make on a keto diet, I mean, that makes a mistake. They lean more towards like the carnivore diet rather than keto. they don't eat as much greens as they should. You should be eating like 5 to 10 cups of greens each day, and I feel like a lot of people get caught up in that. Some days I get caught up in that. It's like, oh, veggies, don't really want to. For me, you don't really need that many supplements. You might need a little bit of D vitamin if obviously it's winter time, maybe some B vitamin, fish oils and stuff like that. But I'm talking like protein shakes. You don't need to take that because your protein's pretty moderate in this, so you can get that from food. Really get that much processed food because everything is pretty basic, like steak, high in fat, high in protein. That's all you need. So the fifth one is more about you don't really need supplements and stuff like that to hit your macros and that kind of stuff. Fifth point also is that I get to eat all the foods that I love. That are pretty much my favorite foods. If you ask me like what my favorite foods are, it's nuts. I love nuts, like cashew nuts, which is kind of high in carbs, so I don't really eat that one that much. But pistachios as well, like I don't really eat that. Macadamia nuts, weak for macadamia nuts. Pecans, Brazilian nuts, peanuts, just amazing. I get to eat that. Cheese is life. That's what I'm saying. Hey, cheese is life. And obviously the proteins, you got the chicken thighs, you got the ribeye, you got mackerel, which I love, salmon, love, you know what I mean? Like I just get to eat all these things that I love. And then vegetables, I'm not a huge fan of veggies, I ain't gonna lie, but I do eat them. Like I can eat cauliflower rice, no problem. I just have to mix it with some other food, like the thing I ate today, chicken with the broccoli stems, asparagus, boom, boom, boom. I could have added a little bit of cauliflower rice to that just to get a bit more volume, and it would have tasted pretty much the same. You just have more volume and you probably feel a bit more full. Obviously cream, can't go wrong with that, and then obviously berries, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. I love all of those. That's it. That's pretty much all I need. So it's basically all the foods that I love a lot. So there's not much complaints for me. But yeah, overall keto, I love it, and I've done it, like I said, multiple times. The longest I went with it was around a year and a half. With my mum, we did it together, and then I took a little break, then I went back into it, and then took another break, and this is probably the longest break I've taken from it. And now I'm back on the keto grind, and it's not a diet for me. It's a lifestyle. Like I genuinely like the way overall, like everything just associated with my life. I love it. Like it's a lifestyle for me. It's not a diet, Again, I've maintained it for over a year and a half. If that's a diet, then I don't know what you call a year and a half diet. That's a bit intense for a diet. Diets normally last like 16 weeks max. If I go to these places and everything, I just gotta make sure I prepare myself, beforehand and stuff like that. When I'm visiting people, to make sure I got some food in me, or we just fast it out and then we get home, we eat. Very simple. But yeah, bonus reason, skin be glowing. On the keto diet, but your skin be glowing, but you be shining and that, do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, thank you guys for listening. We're gonna go to the gym to knock out another session. Got legs. We're doing 2 a days now. Again, personal preference. That's the reason why I do it. Again, ketogenic diet. Just because I'm giving you these tips and you're like, oh, this sounds pretty good, you can try it out. But I don't say it's not for everyone. It's not like a magic thing. If you're gonna do it for a long period of time to really see how you feel, results and stuff like that. Energy, just really take. In the beginning, obviously you're changing your whole system, so it's gonna take time. But once you get past that, the keto flu and whatnot, not everyone gets it, but when you get past that, energy goes through the roof and stuff. And yeah, some of you will like it. But again, if you're addicted to carbs and you just love carbs, I don't hate carbs, but if you just love carbs, it might be tough in the beginning. First couple of times, you probably stop, but eventually you'll get the hang of it. If that's not the case, if you just want to use it as a diet, you can do that as well. Try it out. If it works for you, it works. You can always come back to it. Let's go knock out legs and get these gains, and I will see you in the gym. just back from the gym. Now it's time for me to make some story. We have steak, eggs, and some avocado. If there's still an avocado here, I think so. Should be. If not, I'll just put the rest of the broccoli sticks that I bought. Yeah, eat that. Some eggs, and make a bulletproof coffee, and then that will be it for today. I'm looking forward to this steak, man. It's looking right. I had it set out as well, room temperature and that. Let's get it. Let's get it.